Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today I have some gifted PR packages to open with you. Apocalypse Polish has sent me 2 packages over the last few weeks and I'm just gonna do them both here together. One of them I've already opened, but I haven't opened the little burritos yet. So I know that this is the Redacted variants that she came up with a few weeks ago. And then I have an all new package here that I haven't even opened yet. So we'll see what's in that one. What I was told is it is toppers and fruit. Hopefully there's not a banana in there or it will be a big bad banana by this point. But let's go ahead and let you know a little bit about Apocalypse Polish. You can find them at apocalypsepolished.com and they have a Facebook fan group, Apocalypse Polish Appreciators. I'll link both of those down in the description below. I have done a lot of PR videos for Apocalypse Polish, so many that they have their very own playlist here on my YouTube channel. So anything you want to know about Apocalypse Polish, go to my main page and look for the playlist, Apocalypse Polish, and you can see everything. I do have the original Redacted in a video there, and I do have Big Bad Banana in a video there already. So I know that those won't be included in what we're gonna look at today, but if you wanna go and check those out to see what that is all about, you can do that in my playlist. I do have a referral link in the description box if you are brand new to Apocalypse Polish. If you click on my link, it will take you to Apocalypse Polish's website where you can set up an account and you will get a coupon for $5 off your purchase. I also do get a little bit of a benefit if you do that. But otherwise, I think let's just go ahead and turn the camera around and take a look at these 2 packages and see what I got. All right, we'll start with this box here that is already opened except for the burrito portion. So let's see, I got this envelope here. We have their business card here, everywhere where you can find them. apocalypsepolished.com, Apocalypse Polish on Instagram, and like I said, Apocalypse Polish Appreciators on Facebook. They sent me a couple of Andy stickers if you are familiar with what this is referring to. This is a pretty purple polish with googly eyes. This was from their Welcome to the Apocalypse Polish series duo a couple of months ago. We got an Andy polish with googly eyes on it, so I had to turn one of the stickers into a googly-eyed sticker. Added some googly eyes there for Andy so he can see. Very cute. I did that part. It doesn't come with those. But I think these are for sale on the website, if they're still available. And then let's see what we got. Like I said, these are, so Redacted Original is a black to clear thermal polish. And like I said, I do have that shown in a video prior. So these are just different variations that she made of that polish. So first up, zoom in so we can see. First up, we have this pretty one here. This one is called Redacted, but like, make it have Holo Flakes. So I'll go over official descriptions when I'll put these on my nails and get some hot and cold water so we can take a look at them. I probably won't put the Redacted ones on a swatch wheel, I might, but I'll put them at least on my nails so we can take a look at all of these. So Redacted, but like, make it have Holo Flakes. Love that. And then we have, these have been sitting here for a little bit. Let me give it a shake. We have this pretty one. Look at that. This one is called Redacted Red Pen. Looks like it has some red shimmer in there. I think all of these are along the lines of the black to clear thermals, but this one looks like it has some red shimmer. And like I said, we'll go over descriptions when we take a closer look on my nails. And then we have this pretty one. Look at that. This one is called Redacted. Make mine linear. So this one has got some linear holo in it. Very fun. And then we have this one. This one is called Redacted, now with more redacted. So this one, maybe it turns even blacker. I don't know. We'll go over descriptions in a little bit. So those were the 4 redacted variants. And then also in this package, I got this. I got this pretty purple, kind of a magenta with blue shimmer, it looks like, blue or purple. This one is BGSPolished Custom. So BGSPolished, you can find her on Instagram under that name. She had a custom polish made by Octopus Polish for her, and this is it. Looks like a beautiful kind of magenta with that blue or purple shimmer and some black flakes maybe. I'll go ahead and swatch that one up for you in a little bit. So that was my first box. And then I have this box here that I just got in maybe a week or so ago, and I haven't even opened it yet. So let's go ahead and break into this one and see what all's in here. Lots of goodies in this one too. So she had another thermal called Big Bad Banana, and she made some kind of variations or some polishes to kind of go along with that theme. So up first here, we have this beautiful green. This one is Small Good Banana. Like I said, I'll go over all the descriptions and everything. I think most of these are thermals also, but we will check them out closer after the unboxing portion. And then we have, ooh, this is pretty. A pretty peachy colored with maybe, looks like shifting shimmer in there possibly, and maybe some little black flaky kind of things. This one is called Pretty Perfect Papaya, PPP, like that. And then I think this is a top coat. Let's see what this is. Yes, she sent me End of the World top coat. And then we have this one. This looks almost like an army green kind of a color, like a mossy green. This one's called It's One Banana, What Could It Cost? $10? And just so you know, this particular polish does in fact cost $10, and I believe everything else is $13.50. And she does have bundles of all these things too, so you can check out her bundle listings, but this one's very pretty. It's one banana. What could it cost? $10? Well, yes, in fact, it does. All right. And then we have, ooh, look at this. Very shiny, very glittery. This one is called Not Quite Banana Bread Worthy. Beautiful glitter bomb. Different sizes of glitter in there. Very pretty. And then we have ooh, this is pretty too. All these neon colored glitter. Look at that. I see some little bitty baby glitter, some medium-sized ones, some bigger ones. This one is called Thank You for Playing With Me. Beginning of this month, beginning of June, she had a duo under her Welcome to the Apocalypse series. The first Friday of June, she put out a duo inspired by Squid Game, the TV show Squid Game. Her duo is called Octopus Games, I believe. So she made a couple of toppers to kind of go in with that duo. So this is one of them. Thank you for playing with me. And the other is this here. It's got these bright yellow, we got purple, we got pink, got little bitty baby glitter in there. Very fun. So this one is called Player Blank. If you've watched that show, Squid Game, you'll know that all the players are assigned a number. And so she left this blank so you can fill it in on your own. So it could be Player Paula, it could be player with a number, whatever your favorite number is, or your, player Real Polished Fanatic, whatever it might be. She left that intentionally blank so you can kind of customize that to your own name and be a player in her game. Very fun. These are some really, really big purple glitter in there, it looks like. Oh, I know what those are. Those are umbrellas, umbrella-shaped glitter. Oh, how fun. Oh, that's so fun. All right, that was the bottom of the box. So I will go and take a break. I'm gonna swatch some of these up on my nails. I'll swatch some of them up on a swatch wheel, and I'll come back and we will play and we'll go over all the descriptions, all that good stuff. Loving these two glitters that went with the Octopus Game duo from earlier this month. So fun. All right, I will be back. All right, I'm back. I have these painted on my nails. Here are the Redacted ones. I have the other fruity ones over here and that glitter bomb over here. So we'll take in some things on a swatch wheel. So let's just dive into these Redacted variants that she came up with. Like I said, it all started with Redacted Original, and I do have a video up in my Apocalypse Polished playlist that you can check that out. But let's take a look at these other ones that she came up with. So first up is this beautiful one. This is called Redacted Red Pen. This is the same formula as the original with a dash of red to orange Aurora Shimmer, which is a jelly-like formula to maintain the clear warm state. This is best in 2 coats. The red shimmer is more prominent in the warm state. This is intentionally a small amount of red shimmer because too much turns the cold state to brown. So here it is in the bottle. Here it is on me. This is probably the cold state. So here it is in 2 coats with the Apocalypse Polish top coat. Very, very pretty. I'm loving that shimmer in there. I do have some hot and cold water here. Hopefully I didn't make that water too hot. But let's put that one in the cold water. Here it is cold. Very pretty. That shimmer is very prominent. Very, very nice. And then putting it in the warm water, I did make it too warm. It just goes to clear. These are just over my bare nails, just a regular base coat, but you can still see the shimmer in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So this is warm, just clear. So if you do have this on over another color, which I'm going to show you something here in just a minute, you should be able to see most of that other color underneath of it. You can kind of see it's starting to turn here up a little bit at my free edge, but let's just make it happen. So there it is, half and half. Very, very fun. I love that red shimmer in there. These would be fun to do with like peekaboo stamping or something if you are often cold, or like in the colder months when you would be cold more often. Do like 1 coat of this and then stamp something on it and then do a second coat, and then in the cold state it would just look like this. All of these would work the same way, but then as you warm up you would be able to see that little stamp that you put in between the layers. So that could be something fun. Here you can kind of watch it in real time warming up. Very fun. So on my thumb I went and grabbed Apocalypse Polish's, let's see if I can do this, Dear Billy, which is a beautiful red shimmer. So I put 1 coat of that here on my thumb, and then I can't remember if I put 1 or 2 coats of the Redacted red pen over. I can't remember. But this is just sort of normal how it would look because my body is warmer than the air around me. So this is kind of the clear. This is kind of the clear down here, but you can still see a little bit of that red shimmer through it, and then it gets darker up there at the top. So if I make it all dark in the cold water, again, that just turns it all that really kind of blackish red color, because that shimmer makes it look a little bit reddish. And then if we put it in the warm water, then you get mostly just that red showing up again. It's a little bit cloudy. It did turn it a little bit cloudier, but that's still really pretty. You can kind of see I missed around the very edges getting the top coat, the Redacted red pen there, so you can kind of see that red. I should have done a little bit better job painting it, but I thought that was kind of a fun way to do it also. So this is kind of what it would look like over, I think I just did 1 coat. I really cannot remember, 1 or 2 coats over Octopus Polish's Dear Billy, which is that beautiful red shimmer. This one here is Redacted red pen, 2 coats with a glossy top coat. Very nice. And then the next one we're gonna look at is this one. This one is called Redacted, now with more Redacted. So this one has significantly more thermal pigment than the original. The black in the cold state will be a true solid black, and the warm state is a milky white, almost cream in the warm state. This should work as a topper in 1 coat, but please keep in mind the warm state will be milky, not clear. So to look at that one on me is right here. Again, it's still sort of working there how it should, where it's warmer on my skin and the cool color is there at the free edge. I really like this. So the part that's on my skin, like she says, is not clear. It's sort of like a taupey gray almost. It's really pretty. So let's go ahead and put this in the all cold water. Just turns it a very, very deep black. That's really nice. Very, very nice. And then if we put it in the all warm water, it just turns it all kind of that, it's sort of like a taupey, like I say, taupey gray. Not exactly clear like the original was, but I'm loving this. And there it is. Look how black that tip gets. Love that. So this one is what? So this is what Redacted, now with more Redacted, looks like. 2 coats. Again, I used the Octopus Polish glossy top coat. I'm really liking that top coat a lot too. It dries very quickly, and I'm probably about 1/3 of the way, maybe a quarter of the way through the bottle already, my first bottle, and it has not gotten thick or anything yet, so I'm very impressed. Very nice top coat from Octopus Polish. So there's that one. And then we have this pretty one here, that linear holo. This one is called Redacted, Make Mine Linear. This has more thermal pigment than the original, so the black is more opaque, but the warm state is also less clear. It has linear holo, which will really pop in both states. This should work as a topper in 1 coat. So that one is right here on me. I did 2 coats just over my bare nail with the Octopus Polish's End of the World glossy top coat. And I did take a quick video out in the sun of these so I could show off this linear, and this one also has Holo Flakes we'll get to in a moment. So I did take a quick video of these 4 nails out in the sun so you can see what it looks like out there too. But this is Redacted Make Mine Linear. So if we put that all in the cold water, again, just gets it all nice and black. You would still probably be able to see that linear hollow coming through. And then we put it here in the warm water, and it turns it all to that kind of, again, kind of like a grayish color, almost like a taupey gray. And then how it would normally look is right there, and this one is Redacted Make Mine Linear. Very, very nice. These are so reactive too. All of their thermals from BBB that I've tried, which is probably almost all of them, very, very reactive. And then the last Redacted variant is this one here, so pretty. This is Redacted, but like, make it have hollow flakes. This one has more thermal pigment than the original, so the black is more opaque, but the warm state is also less clear. It has silver holographic flakes, which will really pop in both states. This should work as a topper in one coat. I did just 2 coats here on my pinky over my natural nail. You can see I'm just losing the tip of it there. It's still just a little bit cold up there at the tip. This is what it looks like on me in 2 coats with a glossy top coat. We'll make it all cold. Just turns it all black, and you can see those flakes. I don't know if you can see them, but I think you'll be able to see them, especially out in like the sunshine. There it is, all cold. Here it is all warm, similar to the other colors, just sort of more of a milky, not like a clear, but more of like a milky kind of base, but very pretty. I still think I think all of these look really, really nice, even not using them as toppers. So here is what Redacted, but like, make it have hollow flakes. 2 coats with a glossy top coat. Love that. So there they are, just kind of normal, how they should look on you if you are warmer than the air around you. This is just how it is naturally looking on me, because usually my hands are freezing, but it's nice and warm out now, so the hands are staying warmer, but the air around me is cooler, so that's what they'll look like. Love that. And then here is Redacted Red Pen over Dear Billy. 1 coat of each, I think. And then the glossy top coat. Love it. Love, love, love. So in my next box, I got the fruits. So again, she started with a polish called Big Bad Banana, BBB, and you can see my video of that one in my playlist here on YouTube. And she has made some variants to go along with this one too. So we're gonna start here with this gorgeous one. Look at this. This is called Pretty Perfect Papaya, PPP. This is a thermal shade that shifts from a vibrant green papaya when warm to a ripe red papaya when cold, with bright pink shimmer and black seeds, which are black holographic microflakes. Please enjoy Andy's favorite fruit this summer. So pretty. This is it in the cold state, which is a ripe red papaya. It's kind of corally, salmony, corally. Here it is on me. So again, my fingers are warm, So you're seeing mostly there the vibrant green papaya with just the little tip of the ripe red papaya in the cold state, and then all those little black seeds in there. So fun. So I've never tried papaya. Not sure I've ever seen one open, but this is beautiful, and that it does have that shimmer, a bright pink shimmer. So it does have that, and I was sitting outside for just a minute before I came back to record this portion, and I could see that shimmer. It was so pretty out there. So let's take a look at this one with the water. We'll turn it all cold. There it is, this beautiful kind of pinky orange color. Very, very pretty. And then we'll turn it all warm. Just that bright, bright green. So fun. And you still see those little seeds there. And then if we do it kind of half and half, there it is. And this one is Pretty Perfect Papaya. And again, I just did 2 coats over my natural nail using Apocalypse Polish's End of the World Glossy Top Coat. Perfect. And then the next one that we're gonna look at is this gorgeous one here. This is called Small Good Banana. And this one is the very unripe prequel to Big Bad Banana. This thermal shade shifts from a bright, almost banana yellow when warm to a definitely not ripe banana green when cold, with yellow to green shimmer, yellow flakes, and pink to green flakes. Some of you prefer your bananas to not be yellow and maybe on the small size. We don't judge. Have your banana your way with SGB. So there it is in the bottle. That would be more of the cold state. We look at that one on me. On me, this is just a very, very bright green in the warm state. She says a bright, almost banana yellow. To me, it's like a very bright kind of limey green color. And that should be the warm state, but let's take a look. We'll dunk it here in the cold water. There's the cold. That deepens up that green. Beautiful kind of grassy green. You can see it changing here. It's getting lighter as it goes up. So fun. Thermals are so fun, aren't they? And then I'm gonna dip it in the warm water. We'll get it all warm, very bright. Kind of like just a very bright lime green. So pretty. And let's see if I can get it to stay for a second, half and half for your picture. There it is, Small Good Banana, kind of half and half. So fun. Loving those flakes in there. Again, this is just 2 coats with a glossy top coat. And then we have this beautiful one in the cold state here. This is kind of, to me, kind of like an grade green, like an army green. Let's see what she says about it. This one is called It's One Banana. What could it cost? $10? This one is a mustardy, almost green yellow when warm to a black thermal when cold. No other added flakes or shimmers. It is the naked version of Big Bad Banana and is loosely inspired by the meme from Arrested Development. This banana does in fact cost $10. So like I said, this one is $10. Everything else I've shown you is $13.50 each. There are bundles of different things put together, both in the Redacted and in these fruity ones. So there it is. And that one on me right here is all warm right now, and she is very right that that is kind of a mustardy green yellow. That does look pretty color accurate to what I'm seeing here, and this is all warm right now. Let's dip it in. There it is, all cold. It is black, she says, black thermal. It does take on just a little bit of kind of a green tinge in my opinion, but it is pretty black. I guess in the bottle it looks a little bit more green, but I guess on the nail, it's between black and just a very, very dark kind of green to me. There it is all cold. There it is all warm. Fun, fun, fun. And there it is, kind of half and half. It's one banana. What could it cost? $10? Love it. I kind of love that there's no added flakes or anything, or shimmer or glitter or anything in here. Just one little banana there for you. So fun. So the last thing that kind of goes with the fruity theme here is this one. It is called Not Quite Banana Bread Worthy. This is a glitter version of Big Bad Banana. It has glitter and then more glitter. It has really quite a lot of glitter. This is chunky. This is a chunky glitter shade. Chartreuse, yellow, gold, black, red, neon yellow, and even neon orange glitter. I would tell you everything I put in this, but we will be here all day. Think of it like Grandma's banana bread recipe. Delicious, but Grandma won't share her secret ingredients. Well, this particular banana isn't quite ready for the freezer, but it's not quite ripe either. It's not quite banana bread worthy. Also, don't put this glitter in your banana bread. It will be so crunchy. So there it is. And she is right. This thing is loaded with glitter. So I'm loving those pops of the orange that she put in there, though. What does she say? The red or the orange? That neon orange that pops out there. So fun. Loving this one. This one I have here on my thumb. I have it. This is just 2 coats. This is jam-packed with glitter, which means that it will build up very nicely on itself. In my opinion, 2 coats is perfect. I cannot see my nail line through it. This is 2 coats. And then I did use, BGSPolished does have a glitter grabber called Containment Facility. I've used 1 coat of that, and then 1 coat of their glossy top coat, which I used on everything. End of the world top coat. Very happy with that. So here it is on me, just 2 coats with the glitter grabber and the glossy top coat from Apocalypse. This is so fun. It's so sparkly. I don't know if the sparkles come through on the camera, but so sparkly. I'm loving those pops of that pink and orange, it looks like. And then the bright yellow glitters that are sitting up there at the top. So fun. I did put this one on a swatch wheel also. I have it here in 1 coat. This is 2 coats. This is 3 coats with a matte top coat. I'll go in and put on a 3rd coat here for you so you can see all the glitter in this. It comes out very easily. It is just jam-packed with glitter. Here it is on the brush. That's what their brushes look like. They're perfect. Nice, wide, rounded paddle brushes. There it is. So fun. This is one you'll want to keep your neck clean after you're done using it. You'll want to make sure you wipe off that neck. But here it is now, 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. That matte, even with the matte top coat, there's still even a little bit of, usually a matte top coat will totally knock things down. There's still just a little bit of texture to that even with the matte top coat. With the glitter grabber though from BGSPolished and their glossy top coat, perfectly smooth. That is really smooth. So here is Not Quite Banana Bread Worthy. 3 coats matte, 3 coats glossy, 1 coat all on its own. Look at all those different glitter. So fun. This one is Not Quite Banana Bread Worthy. 1 coat, 3 coats, 3 coats matte. And there it is on me, just 2 coats with the glitter grabber and a glossy top coat. Love that. That is so fun. I think if she hadn't thrown in those kind of red-orange glitter, it wouldn't be nearly as fun. That was like a perfect touch to add in there. Love it. All right, then we had the couple of glitter toppers that kind of went hand in hand with the Octopus Games Duo from earlier this month. This is so fun. This one is called Player Blank. That's blank for you to be able to fill in your own name. This is a limited edition. Normally, Apocalypse polishes are permanent, as permanent as they can be in regards to being able to continue to get the, ingredients to make them. This particular one here is a limited edition. It's a limited edition due to the specialty nature of the glitters used. So more than likely the umbrella glitters in there. They probably can only use what they have and maybe not be able to get those again. So this says about this polish, did you watch Squid Game and pick a favorite player? Maybe you know what number you would be. This ridiculous topper is titled Player Blank, so that you can fill in the blank with your name, username, favorite number. Bring Squid Games to you, player. This neon glitter topper has neon green micro glitter, neon yellow and green squares, yellow hexagons to represent the cookies, pink triangles, and purple umbrellas. This was designated to capture the shapes from the guard uniforms, plus a sprinkle of the cookie game. This all-neon topper can topper over either Octopus Games shade or over anything else you would really like. Released as part of the June 2025's Welcome to the Apocalypse series Duo. Like I said, that came out earlier this month, so you would be able to go and check that out on their website also. I am going to show you one part of that duo here in just a moment. But this is it in the bottle. Love those umbrellas. I did put that here just in one coat all on its own. I didn't get an umbrella. We'll have to see if we can get an umbrella next time. And then this is just one coat all on its own. And then here I put one coat from their Octopus Games Duo. This is the namesake. I put 2 coats of Octopus Games here, and we are going to topper this over that. And we'll put a second coat here all on its own too. But this is so fun. I'm loving those kind of triangle red glitter, those square glitter. Love those itty bitty tiny yellow ones you can see up there towards the top. This is so fun. It's not only every color, but all the different shapes and everything too. So fun. I may have to fish a little bit. There's a lot of umbrellas in here, but let's just see if I can get one to come out. I should have put this upside down for a couple of minutes probably, and I did not. Let me see. All right, I had to fish a little bit, but I was able to get one, I think. Yeah. So there is the umbrella. So fun. So I'm kind of dabbing this on more so than painting it on. You don't really have to do placement, but dabbing just gives you a little bit more control over where the things go. All right. So here is Player Blank. This is 2 coats, just sort of dabbed on all by itself. And then here's 1 coat over Octopus Game, which was from their duo earlier in June. And look at that umbrella glitter. That is so adorable. I did have to fish for that just a little bit, but it did not take that long. Just a few seconds, a couple dips in. I dip the brush in and kind of twirl it around a little bit and then pull out the brush without putting it on either side of the neck of the bottle and look at the brush to see if I got an umbrella. So that's how I do it. So this is Player Blank. That's 2 coats all on its own and then 1 coat there over Octopus Game. So fun. Loving that umbrella glitter. Love. And then the next one is the other glitter topper that goes with Octopus Games Duo from earlier in June. This one is called Thank You for Playing With Me. This neon dot topper is our vision of the Squid Game marble game. Pink, yellow, orange, and blue neon dots of multiple sizes bring the infamous marble game vibrantly to life. Nothing in season 1 hits quite like the scene where Ji Young thanks Sae-byak. I should know how to say that. I did watch season 1 of this show and I loved it. But Sae-byak for playing the game with her. Play one more game by layering this topper over either of the Octopus Games Duo or your neon of choice. Released as part of June 2025's Welcome to the Apocalypse series Duo. This has got every color, all neon, different sizes. So fun. Love, love, love. So this one on the swatch wheel is right here in just one coat. So I'm gonna put on a second coat of this by itself right here. And again, just sort of gonna dab more so than brush. Just gonna dab them in place. And then here I have the next polish we're gonna talk about, which is BGS's custom polish. I was just gonna put a layer of it over that. And then I do also have a swatch wheel here, again with Octopus Game on it. That's this one right here. I'll just put a coat of this over that also. I was doing somebody asked for a comparison between Octopus Game and another polish, so that's what this swatch wheel was. This is Apocalypse Polish, Octopus Game, and this is Dreamland Shake Your Shamrock, and both of them were in 3 coats, in case you were wondering if they were close. They're similar, but they're a little bit different. But anyway, not what we're talking about here. But there it is, 1 coat over Octopus Game. Very, very fun. That does have all those different colored glitters popping out a little bit better than this one that I chose to put it over. There you can kind of see the bigger glitters, but you lose all the littler ones. Like look at all those little bitty glitters in here when it's in just 2 coats by itself. And you lose those over that color, but you do still see them over the Octopus Game color. So fun. So this one is Thank You for Playing With Me in 2 coats, all on its own, and then 1 coat over BGS's custom polish we're gonna look at here next. So fun. And there it is, 1 coat over Octopus Game. Fun, fun, fun. Loving all those bright, bright colors. All right, the last thing I have to show you is this beauty. Oh, also one other thing about the fruit ones I showed you, the Pretty Perfect Papaya, the Small Good Banana. It's 1 banana, what could it cost? $10, and not quite banana bread worthy. And this also does include Big Bad Banana. Apocalypse Polish is donating $2 per bottle of each of those shades to the No Kid Hungry, a 501c3 organization that provides direct grants and helps enact change to end the modern hunger epidemic in a world overflowing with food. So that's good. So if you buy them individually, $2 per polish will go to No Kid Hungry. If you buy one of the bundles, there's 1 bundle that has these 4 I just showed you, and then $8 will be, which is $2 per bottle, will be donated. And then there was a bundle that had these 4 I showed you plus Big Bad Banana, in case you missed out on that. And in that case, $10 from that bundle will be donated to No Kid Hungry. So that's awesome. The last polish we're going to take a look at here is this beautiful one. This is called BGSPolished Custom. And what the website said about this is this shade is limited edition and will be discontinued on 5/31/25, which has passed. So I'm assuming that they are just selling out of what they already have made. So if this is something you like, you may want to try and get it before it does sell out, because this was limited edition since it was a custom polish and it will not be coming back. This was a custom shade made for BGSPolished. Like I said, you can find her on Instagram under that same name, as a thank you for helping them get their start. This shade is a deep pink jelly with blue shimmer and black microflakes. There it is. Loving the shimmer, loving those little flakes. And that one on the swatch wheel is right here. I have it in 1 coat. Both of these are 2 coats. This one is 3 coats with a matte top coat. So I'm going to go in and put on a 3rd coat here. This is so pretty. It is like that deep magenta kind of pinky purple color. And then it has those little black flakes in it. And then that blue shimmer. Is it blue shimmer? Blue shimmer. So pretty. So here it is in 1 coat. This one's 2 coats, 3 coats, and then 3 coats with the matte top coat. Look at that with the matte top coat too. It gets those flakes kind of popping out a little bit better, but you still see all that beautiful blue shimmer. Let's see if I put black behind this. I'm gonna use their envelope here. I think that is closer to color there actually over the black. So there it is. 3 coats matte, 3 coats glossy, 2 coats, and 1 coat. Very pretty. Love the shade of color. Love those little black flakes in there. So this one has been discontinued. They'll just be selling out what they have made. So if this is something you would like, you may want to go sooner rather than later. Very nice. Don't forget, if you are brand new to Apocalypse Polish, you do not have an account set up yet on their website, I do have a referral link in the description. If you click through that link and set up your account that way, you will get a coupon for $5 off your purchase, and I will also get a little benefit from you doing that. That only works if you don't already have an account set up at Apocalypse Polish though. So fun. And don't forget about the Andy stickers when you're there. Look how fun this is. So cute. And I don't think they sell the googly eyes, but you can probably get them at a craft store if you don't have any. And then you can make Andy googly eyed. I did that myself, the eye part, so that they don't come that way. They come just nice and flat, but they do have the 2 different eyes. I think that's so fun. Such a fun company. I love this company. I'm such a huge fan of it, and you will hear all about that if you watch any of my other videos on Apocalypse Polish. But here are the Redacted shades. I'm still pretty warm, very warm there on my pinky, but all the rest are showing a little bit of that funky French that you will get if you are warmer than the air around you. Here are the fruity shades, the fruity thermal shades. They are all pretty warm right now. And then that beautiful fruity, not quite banana bread worthy glitter bomb. So fun. So like I said, these 3 and this one, $2 from every bottle sold will go to No Kid Hungry. And that also does include Big Bad Banana also, which is on their website. And I do have a video in my playlist showing that off. So let's go ahead and turn the camera around. We're going to finish this up. All right, so that was a pretty big video, pretty long video. 2 PR orders to show you. Lots of thermals. I love Apocalypse Polish's thermals. They are so reactive and they're so fun. And yeah, I'm just such a huge fan of this brand. So that was all I have to show you. I know that this was quite a long video. Thank you so much for sticking out if you are still here. And I want to thank you for stopping in and spending some time with me. I really do appreciate you being here. Apocalypse Polish, I am such a huge fan of it, and I love showing it off in videos. And like I said, I have almost everything from their website in video form here on YouTube. So if you go to my main page here on YouTube and look for the Apocalypse Polished playlist, you will be able to see anything that you want to see. I have the Big Bad Banana and the Redacted original. Those I think are in the same video. So you only have to watch one video to see both of those. And that's kind of where most of these polishes grew out of. So that's very, very fun. I love it. But I want to give a big thanks to Apocalypse Polish for sending me all of these polishes to show to all of you in a video. Thank you for the top coat, all that good stuff. And just appreciate you all so much. But that is all I have. Here are the Redacted shades. I don't know if you can see, I'm getting warmer, I think. Here are the 3 of the thermal fruity ones. And then that huge glitter bomb. That is so fun. I'm loving, loving, loving the orange, kind of pinky orange glitter in that one. So, so fun. And like I said, their glitter grabber and their top coat, 1 coat of each over 2 coats of this glitter bomb, perfectly smooth. Love it. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Oh, I do hope you enjoyed this video, but I am just going to say goodbye for now.